Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel. I'm Elisabetta, your watercolor friends from Italy, and I'm here today with one of my favorite and probably your favorite as well subjects, which is a review of watercolor books. Today I'm reviewing Les Paysages, which is a book in French, but it's really easy to follow if you speak a little French, or even with Google Translator on your iPhone, the app. And I think it's a really beautiful book and it's worth browsing it. So let's dive in right now. So the book is Les Paysages Landscapes by Ondine de Peretti, which is, as I said, a French artist, which I like very much. She's very different from my style, but every time I see her landscapes, I wish I painted like her, so I was really happy to buy her book. Let's start. She has also published a different book, which is Un mois pour se mettre à l'aquarelle, a month to jumpstart in watercolor, which is also very nice, but this is slightly more advanced, and that's why I liked it. Immediately you can see her style. She uses a lot of muted colors, and in this book she explains how to obtain these muted colors, but we will get to that later. So it's 5 chapters actually, and it's materials, the basics, the techniques, 4 chapters, and step-by-step landscapes. Let's browse it. So each chapter is divided into smaller chapters. Let's start. So introduction, that's her. She goes through, like any watercolor book, she goes through paper, brushes, colors, and accessories like masking fluid, for instance, or gomme de pain, it's the kneaded eraser, and so on. She makes beautiful things. This is a color chart of Sennelier. I think she uses mainly, yes, she says, in my step-by-step, I will use the watercolor Sennelier, which is a French brand, very nice. By the way, I have a review of all my Sennelier. I have quite a few Sennelier watercolors. It's a great brand, very different from English or American brands. So the basics, compositions, the rules of thirds, perspective, atmospheric perspective. Very interesting book. And so she goes on with the basics. A magic recipe for recette magique pour réussir une palette à tous les coups. It's magic recipe to succeed in a palette every single time. So she explained the difference between analog colors and complementary colors. Really interesting. How to copy landscape from a reference image. How to create créer un cadre, create a painting. You see she makes crisp edges or more subtle, soft edges. Everything is so beautiful. And then the watercolor techniques, the dégradé, bicolor dégradé, dégradé wash, wet on wet, fusions, all the techniques that you have learned to love and use, splatters. And she's giving an example here how to use all these techniques in one landscape. Very pretty, colorful, very nice reflections. And then we go to the landscapes step by steps. There are 20 different projects, and she has focus on different subjects: ultra minimalism, masking fluid, the Ciao. Okay, warm gray. It's a color by Sennelier that she recommends very much. I will show it to you now. I will swatch it for you. It's a very nice color by Sennelier. To work soft background, white textures, and peindre un paysage célèbre, to paint a famous landscape. And so she has all these different landscapes, 20. And now I will swatch the warm gray for you, and then we pick a project and we go through it together. So this is the warm gray Ondine de Peretti talks about, gris chaud, warm gray. I will swatch it here for you. It's made of 4 pigments, which is PW6, PY42, PBK11, and PR101. And these colors are, PW6 is titanium white, which is an opaque white, so it's an opaque color. PY42, yellow ochre or yellow iron oxide. PBK11, which is Mars black, the granulating black. And PR101, which is red iron oxide, a beautiful reddish brown. It's not too different from titanium. It's like a darker titanium buff. Let's try and mix it with, let's take some standard color. Let's mix it with, here, this is Sailor Green. And the advantage of this color is that it desaturates vibrant colors. Now let's take dioxazine purple. It makes it immediately softer and prettier. Let's take yellow ochre. It's a bit the same use of titanium buff, but stronger because it's darker. And let's now take blue. This is ultramarine blue. I take some of this beautiful. You see, immediately becomes mutes the color and it desaturates it, so it becomes softer and it gives a more unified look. If you don't have this, maybe you can use the gray titanium by Daniel Smith, which is a single pigment actually. It's PW6 only. It's not a warm gray like it's more brownish, yellowish color. It's very, very beautiful. But look at this. Titanium gray. Sailor green. I think that you can replace, if you want to experiment with this color, dioxazine purple. Exactly. ultramarine blue. It's very nice effect actually. And let's try yellow ochre. You see it's very vibrant on its own. And then I add some of this titanium gray and emulse it. Very pretty. Okay, so let's go and try a project. Now I pick a project. Now let's just browse the project one by one, because I think that's where the most interesting part is. This is Imaginary Lake. A sunset on sea and rocks. I have done this already in a previous video. Thunderstorms on seaside. I have to translate from French to English. Sometimes I miss the words, I'm sorry. You know, you see it's really step by step she uses. Oh, she's master of color. Flowers in a meadow, flowery meadow, prairie. Actually, prairie is the prairie, obviously. Flowered prairie. Beautiful, right? Now, about warm gray. This is a lake. Desert. Oh, this is wonderful. I want to do this. Mountain lake with flowers. Isn't it wonderful? This is really wonderful. This is Le Violette is violets in a meadow, meadows of violets. Look at the pale sun. Oh, reflections on a lake. This is wonderful. I want to do this. I want to do this. This is so beautiful. Pastel landscape. Pastels are not really my thing, but the way she uses pastel is really wonderful. This is a Japanese park, Kuju, called name Kuju, so it's the flower park in Kuju. It's wonderful. So this is cloudy sky, ciel voilé, moonlight, clair de lune. Oh, I love the darks she uses. Look at the contrast between the blue and the warm earth tones. It's beautiful. This is the mountain between fall and winter. I think I'm going to do this. And countryside in the fall, autumn, fall. Look at the colors. What she really is a master is in colors. She uses color. Super bloom is a phenomenon of extraordinary flowering in California. So maybe you know this better than me. I have never heard of this super bloom in California. And now she's painting some famous landscapes like the Mont Blanc, Monte Bianco in Italian. Le Colorado Provençal, it's in France. I don't know this place, but it's famous for its colors. It's beautiful landscape actually. This is beautiful. Le Parasol de Deauville. Deauville is a beach in Normandy, not far from Omaha Beach, you know, where the Allies arrived June 6th in 1944. So it's the umbrella of Deauville. Let's see them. I think she's using masking fluid. It's wonderful. Use of shadow. Et Mont Saint-Michel, very famous, you know, the tide that goes back and forth. This is monochromatic. So beautiful. And she thanked you. And that's it. That's the book. Let's go to the demo sketch now. So I have decided to pick this project, Mountain between fall and winter, Montagne entre automne et hiver. I apologize with my French followers for my French. And okay, the colors are dark yellow Sennelier, olive green, Sennelier orange, Caput Mortuum, and Sennelier gray. And I don't have it here, so I think I will use this gray titanium for a change. I think it's working, still working with this gray. And okay, they recommend a big format, a big paper, A4, but I will take a smaller one to let this fit the video, otherwise it's going to be too large for my camera. I hope it works. Okay, now I need to, because I have to fit everything. Today also is very gloomy, the weather, so I hope that my artificial light will not affect the colors. But okay, let's start painting. She recommends, before starting, to draw in pencil. Then I will erase this. To draw square, some lines, so that I know when to start and where to finish my brush strokes. Otherwise, I will not know. Okay. I'm starting now and I will speed it up. it's okay. But I really love this style. Look at how pretty the soft color they mix into each other, and it's so fresh and heartwarming, I think. And above all, for me, painting is really having fun, and I had a lot of fun with this. You hear me saying that word often, having fun, and yes, I had a lot of fun with this. I hope that you could follow the technique, which was just simple brush strokes that will bleed into each other, and so they naturally blend, and some confident brush strokes. Very interesting. These are the mixes with warm grey and grey titanium by Daniel Smith. Warm grey is by the one by Sennelier on top, and on the bottom is the one by Daniel Smith, and you see how lovely they are once dry, so muted and desaturated. Great colors to desaturate and unify the look. So thanks a lot for having watched this little project with me and the book with me. I will indicate the material that I have used in the description box. For this sketch, I have used Saunders Waterford. It's still a bit wet. Saunders Waterford Canson, because you know it's the same brand now. They merged. It's very nice, 100% cotton sketchbook. I hope I see you soon on my channel. Please do comment if you like this type of a video, if you want me to do more watercolor art books reviews. I love books, art books. I love learning. I love tutorials. I love videos, but I love books as well. I sincerely can really recommend this book to you, and it's a great book. Actually, it's in French, but it's in easy French, and you can really understand what she does with the images. And now with Google Translator will not be a problem. Thanks a lot. I'm waiting for your comments, and I'll see you soon on this channel. Ciao, ciao. Ciao.